guys, welcome to Rooted Conversations with me, Josie Say. As promised, it's going to be Black History Month edition. And so I wanted to kick this off with this particular segment leading into the rest of the month with a really interesting person that, like I've told you guys before, we're all familiar with her, but I just don't think that as familiar as you think that you are. And so that person would be Harriet Tubman. And so I know this is the part where everyone's like groaning and like, oh my gosh, I already know about her because I mean she's Harriet Tubman. Like we all grew up learning about her from the time we were kids, watching movies, documentaries, doing projects, dressing up as her, playing her in the Underground Railroad, like all that fun stuff. But what I know most people don't know is that she was a herbalist. And so for those of you that are like now scratching your heads like what the heck is a herbalist, which is a great question. To put it like as simple as possible, seeing that I am a herbalist, is that we're just people who use the resources of the land to help support our communities and to help heal people. Like I'm just gonna keep it that simple. Like I could go on and on into a deeper rant, but we're just gonna keep it in that context so we can stay focused on her. So that's exactly what she did and that's who she was. And so I thought it was really cool to learn that when she was a little girl, her dad, as a lot of Black people in that time period did, they depended on the earth's resources to have the ability to take care of themselves. So if they had an ailment, if they didn't feel well, if someone around them didn't, they literally could identify the plants around them and know what the use was and the best way to use them. And so her dad taught her what we call plant medicine. So as a little one growing up, she learned how to look at plants, know what they were good for, which ones weren't good for much, and the best way to utilize them. So when it came time for her to start freeing slaves, even freeing herself, that knowledge came in handy because people get sick. You're not in control of that. Like weather, elements, you gotta think like they don't always have like the ability just to find comfort. Like they're rolling through the forest, going through like some really hard places to get where they're trying to go. And so she used that knowledge while she was helping people to where people were falling ill, if people didn't feel well, fatigue, whatever it may be, she knew how to look at the plant and find what was best for that person to use. Granted, that could have been seeds, it could have been bark, it could have been leaves, it could have been a root. Like, she just knew what to do. And a lot of people hear the stories about when babies would cry, like she would get them to get quiet, or like there's different quotes about that. But what she also did is that she took the poppy plant and she made it into a tincture, which is a way that we use herbs, and it's like it becomes a liquid form. And she got the babies to go to sleep, so it's so that everyone could be safe, and like they get their little rest, but to where everybody else wouldn't be found. And so I thought that was like a really dope thing of information. Like it's a dope piece of information to me because we focus so much on just her freedom fighting and her Underground Railroad and her being a conductor and how many people she did. But as a Black herbalist, that's monumental to me to know someone who was a prominent figure in my personal history utilize the same knowledge that I do to like literally change history. Like, and so I feel like that was something people really needed to know so that it would enrich her narrative even more. So next time someone talks to you about Harriet Tubman, you should pull that out. Like I just gave you a nice little tidbit that you can flex in a conversation. Make sure you use that to your advantage and let people know that when they're trying to school you. And I promise you, they probably do not know that. So I am so excited for the rest of the month. I have some remedies coming up. The first one you probably have sitting in your fridge at least once a month. And if not, you're going to start putting in your fridge once a month because it's really delicious and it's easy to make. And your grandma already made it. So I can't wait to see you guys back here. And make sure that you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, share this with a friend, and comment. Let me know if you knew this about her. If you did, I'm gonna be shocked, but I'm also gonna think you're a really cool person. But comment if you did learn something new. Let me know that too. All right, so I'll see you guys next time on Rooted Conversations. So
See my baby, she don't want my money. She only wants my time. And that's why I must always be with you.